Legacy Builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. I am going to be setting up our August budget in this video. If you're here for the first time or if you're new, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My family of 5, we are debt free and we are working towards financial freedom, building generational wealth. So most of the money that we have coming in is to help us stay ahead of our bills. And we are investing as much as possible, and we're still building our emergency fund to $20,000. And I hope that this video doesn't have too much background noise, but I might not be that fortunate this morning. So I'm going to try to get through this with as little background noise as possible. I usually write my budget in this notebook here, and I like this notebook. I like writing it down like this because I just get to see all the numbers in one place. And having your budget, working out your budget, I should say, is so important. And that's one of the reasons why I've created my own budgeting worksheets. And I am going to be revealing something new to you guys very soon. I'm nervous about it, but I pray that you will support me because I think it's really great. And I hope that you guys will give me your feedback when you see what I did. So I'm excited about it. All right, so this budget calendar, I already set it up just to save time. And I don't have a lot of filming time right now because life is just busy. Life is lifing. So if you are not following my little bit of my personal journey, go ahead and subscribe to my other channel, Tasha Loves Life, and you'll get a little more insight about, some things that are going on. But because I don't have a lot of time, I already put down all of my stickers and just decorated this calendar simple as possible. And we have 4 paydays this month, so we're going to be basically curating our budget around those paydays. We are 1 month ahead of expenses, so basically all of the money that we're saving in August for next month's bills is actually for September's bills. And that's it. We're still giving our tithes, and just usually every Sunday we make sure we put that money aside to give. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bills. We should have more than that. Let me show you what our expenses are. So our expenses, we're keeping them very low right now. Our rent, that's an expense. It did go up. It will be more in September, but we've been saving for that increase. So that's something that will change. At least the amount will change. We have Geico. We have our utilities, and our utility companies are PSEG and National Grid. Then we have our cell phone provider. That also went up because we had to add a line, and then my husband added another line for like a tablet or something that he needs for his business. Spectrum, that's for just internet. We don't have cable. We use some streaming services, but those streaming services are in our annual bill. So these are our monthly expenses, not our annual expenses. And then we have a monthly giving, a monthly offering that we've been doing for the last few months. So these are our monthly regular fixed expenses. Like they have a due date and we have to pay them every single month. But the total that we were planning for was $1,800, and that $1,800 is going to increase starting in September to $2,000. But for the month of August, we're still going to put $1,800 aside because I'm budgeting for the lowest amount we can expect. Because overtime was a little bit light because we had just family things. We had a lot of things we had to do and places we had to go. And we were trying to relax as much as possible in July because all 3 of our children will be in school come September. So we didn't want to miss out on quality family time. So there wasn't a lot of overtime. There wasn't a lot of hustle for making side income. So we're going to just use $1,800. I hope that makes sense. So $1,800 is going to be the amount that we plan to save for the month of August, but going forward, it's going to be $2,000 because of the rent increase. For August, to-dos, goals, affirmations, keep things simple as possible. Continue to budget because I have not budgeted like the standard way in a long time. It's been over a month, and it just feels so weird, but I have to continue because this is what helped us pay off debt and stay on top of money. My affirmations are: I am a good steward, and we prosper and live abundant lives. We prosper and live abundant lives. And the goal is to earn additional side income of $400 and have 10 no spends. So that's a lot, but I think we can still do it. Keeping things simple. This is how much we want to earn in side income. We want to have 10 no spend days. I know it's going to be a little bit challenging because it's the last full month of summer and school's going to be starting soon. So I want to try my best, but make it realistic. Okay, so that's the August calendar. And I should show you my monthly budget, which I'm like, did I print it out? I sure did, on the back. Okay, so our monthly budget here, this is my worksheet. I created this to make it easy for me to track our monthly income, our bills, our savings, and anything extra that we're working on. So for this month, we are going to plan our W-2 income. So for W-2 income, we're going to plan on $2,400. That is the lowest amount. It's very low, but I know we can do it. And our side income here, it's not really a 1099 because we have multiple various places where we receive income on the side. We're going to just plan for $400, and that total gives us $2,800 for our income for the month of August. Oops. 2,400 plus 400. Okay, so that's $2,800. Now, this is the plan side. So our monthly bills, I'm going to write out the expenses that we normally would have. And that's our rent and our car insurance, utility bills, Metro PCS, Spectrum, Allstate, which is life insurance. The life insurance policies we have 2 of those. And then we have our first fruits. I hope I'm not missing anything. I don't think I am. All right, but rent for this is what we're planning on putting aside to get ahead for September. And the rent increase, we've been putting that aside separately, okay? So Geico, $65, and I think this might have gone up too, but we already have about $1,500 in our next month's bills account in preparation for August bills. If we have any extra in next month's bills, we can use that to cover any where we're short for now, because we're working with a tighter budget, but we're already ahead. So that's the thing. Getting a month ahead means that even during like the summer months when the gas bill is much less expensive, that means if you're still putting aside the same amount, you're going to have a cushion in that bills account or that 1 month ahead account. And that's how I set this up. And the electricity bill has been pretty good. We've been pretty good about unplugging things, even though it's summer and we've gone through a tremendous heat wave here in New York. We've been able to keep our electricity bill just at or just below $50. So I'm hoping that we'll continue with that trend. Metro PCS is now $115 per month. Spectrum is $55. Allstate, the life insurance, we're gonna round it up to $69. I like whole numbers, and our first fruits offering is $60. Now this should total $1,800. So let's just calculate $1,200 plus 65 plus 50 plus 50 plus 115 plus 55 plus 69 plus 60. That's 1,664. What am I missing? Oh, no. That's wrong. I did this wrong. And my children destroyed all my correction tape, so I'm going to have to write over it, which really bites my butt. But anyway, oops, sorry. It really makes me not happy. All right, let's subtract 1,800 from that. 136. I think It's 130, so 136 plus 50, 186. So this here, I'll make a correction, 186. I'll just write my initials there. All right, so 186. So this is now 1800. And let me just double check. 1200 plus 65 plus 50 plus 186 plus 115 plus 55 plus 69 plus 60. Okay, and usually, like, our gas bill right now is not this high. It's very inexpensive, very low. It's like $25, $30. But again, we're putting extra money aside because when winter comes again, we're going to need that money. And I don't want our budgets to suffer because we didn't plan ahead. All right. So we're at 1800. And for our monthly savings, basically, this would be our rent increase. We have to save for that, our annual bills, and what we plan on investing. So for our taxable brokerage, I think we're still going to be working with Robinhood for this season, for this quarter. So $200 annual. Now let's do the rent increase. I wanted to put money into the emergency fund, but we need to focus on investing more. I want to hit that goal. So if we have whatever extra comes in, any additional above this that we're planning for, then we'll go ahead and put that into the emergency fund. But for now, we're just going to focus on the rent increase. I want to be ready for September. Then we have our annual bills. And annual bills, we save $40 per month so that we can start paying all of our annual bills when they come up starting next year. I think the only bill that's going to renew is the Costco membership. So Costco will be due, and hopefully we'll have enough money by September to pay for that. All right, so these are our savings for the month. So that's $440. Okay, $440. And then we have miscellaneous. So our tithe, we do tithe off of the top of everything, but we're planning on at least $240 for the month. And then cash, we're going to pull out cash, and that cash would be $200 this month because we're working on less. We use cash. We have some cash expenses. I'm not a major cash budgeter using multiple binders to do all sorts of things, but I do have some savings challenges. I am making sure that we do have some household cash, which is for emergencies, because sometimes you can't use your credit card or debit card, or, it's good to have some physical cash on you. Not too much, but just enough. And then we're teaching our children about spending wisely and saving and giving and all of that. So we like to give them money each week as well. So that's why we pull out some cash. It'll be $200 for the month, which is lower than previous months. So it's going to be a little bit tighter, but we're going to work with what we have. All right, tithe, cash, and then we need to cushion. So there's a set amount of money I like to leave behind in our operating account. So this is one of the 20 different accounts we have, or 21 different accounts. This one account is where we'll keep cash to buy groceries, to do any miscellaneous spending, and also extra giving if we need to. So the plan is for the month to have at least $120 left behind. Not a whole lot, but we already have a little bit there. And if we need to borrow from one of our other don't see, don't touch accounts, again, we will. But we're trying to stay within this budget here. So this amount is $440 plus $120. So that's $560 total for miscellaneous. All right. So this should give us a zero-based budget. So we'll start with our $2,400 plus the $400 side income. So $1,800 for bills, then $440 for monthly savings, and $560, there we go, for miscellaneous. So we have a zero-based budget, so $0 remaining. And when we're ready to close out the month. We'll fill out our actual income, bills, savings, and extra or miscellaneous. So there's a budget check here at the bottom. This is basically when you download the Excel version. You can even use it in Google Sheets. You would be able to type in all of your information here, or you can edit it to make sure it just calculates for you so you can see at the bottom. I like to write it in. It just works better for me. So the planned income total between W-2 and side is $2,800. Our bills are going to be $1,800, and that's for September's bills. Our savings is $440, and miscellaneous is $560. And then we'll do the actuals and we'll add in our percentages once, we get to the end to see exactly what the actual percentage was. You can do the plan as well, like if you wanted to see it. It's a good way to, just measure your progress. I know this is a really tight budget. It's a very low income right now, but that's what it is. So $1,800 for bills divided by the $2,800 income. That's 64.2% of our monthly income. That's a lot. Most financial experts will say keep your living costs or your bills, your regular fixed expenses about 30% or less. I think it's even 24%. But this is how I motivate myself when I hear those things and I see them teaching, hey, keep your living expenses very low. Well, we are a month ahead of expenses, so it's not like we need to catch up or use this income to pay this month's bills. So we're saving that in a high yield savings account. It's not a whole lot of interest, but it's something. And every $1.50 is better than actually getting nothing. All right. So, and because we're rounding up with these bills, we have more than what we need. And that is what gives me some added comfort, even though the income is not a whole lot. All right. So then our savings, if we divide that, 440 divided into 2,800, that's 15.7%. So 15% of our income is going to be saved, which does include investing, okay? Because that's like a long-term saving or retirement savings, if you will. For miscellaneous, which is just our giving, cash expenses, and what we're going to leave behind in the cushion. So that's 560 divided by 2,800. That's 20%. No, 2%. 2%. I think that's good. All right, I talked a lot. So I just printed on the front and back, so our August calendar and our monthly budget, and I'll show you where I'm going to keep these now because I'm so excited. So I've already printed out our paycheck budgets, and I'm basically budgeting or planning for the least amount of $600 every week with a $60 tithe. So I use these stickers from a sticker book I received from Dee over at Just D or Budgeting D. I love that she sent me this, and I haven't gotten rid of it. I still have this. She sent this to me on July 19th of 2021. She wrote this, and I got it somewhere in July. I haven't even met her face to face, and I haven't seen her in a long while. I know she has some businesses going. I don't know, but I love her. I loved her energy. I loved her exuberance, and she was just kind enough to send me a whole bunch of Capital Chic design stickers. So I'm still using them sporadically. So that's where this sticker came from. It says empowered. And I don't do a whole lot on these sheets because they're really minimal, but I do like to see something like this lady here that was really cute. That came from one of them. And I know we're not here for all the decor, but I just think it's so pretty. All right, so anyway, $600 per week, and I am going to plan out the rest of the budget and where we're going to be giving, saving, investing, all of that every Monday going forward. So I'm getting back into the swing of things because I've been away for a little while. And same thing for the second paycheck, $600. I plan on having 3 no spends. We'll see how it goes. Again, 10 for the month. I'm not going to, overextend myself, but I definitely want to keep our miscellaneous expenses to a minimum, of a low minimum. All right. our top priority is going to be our next month's bills, and then just the same thing, $600 and $600, and we'll see what comes in extra, because again, we do plan on getting some side income in the month of August. And this is my expense tracker. Very simple. We have a column for the date, the account or the place where we spent money from, the transaction type, like what did I buy, what did I give, what did I do, and the category, which is basically where we're going to pay back, where this money is coming from, which account is coming from, how much was withdrawn, which is the debit amount, or how much did we deposit, the credit amount, and then the balance of what's in this account. This is our operating account with Capital One, and I love using Capital One. It's super easy to open the account. Once you have an account established, you can have more than one checking account. You can have multiple savings accounts. For those who like multiple binders and you like using cash envelopes, it's really simple to use it online. If you don't like having so much cash on you, or if you feel like it would be safer to keep it online, Capital One makes it easy. This video is not sponsored. I've just been using them for almost 13 years and I really love it. So this is the expense tracker, basic and simple, and that's what I'm trying to do, keep it simple. This one is going to be for our Quicksilver card. So this is the number one. This is a card that we use to pay all of our fixed expense, most of our fixed expenses with, except for the rent and like our giving. And then, you know, anytime we need to buy something, we go out somewhere, I'll keep a record of every transaction, and I will check in with this every Wednesday. So I'm going to get started back with that again. And then we have our purpose funds or our savings funds. I can't wait to show you guys what I've been working on. I'm just, oh gosh, just stay tuned because I want to do a big reveal. So this is basically all of the funds that we have from Christmas, back to school, Costco, Amazon, vehicle insurance, all of that. So I'm going to be tracking this and close it out at the end of August. My notes here, remember back to school, because we have 3 kids going to school now. The 2 younger ones are going to start kindergarten and preschool. So man, and then debt sucks, because I had to use a lot of money from our purpose funds in the month of July. So we want to minimize the credit owed. We don't want to go overdo it with swiping the credit card. So, and some extra notes, we have to put aside money for additional therapy, remembering that we need to buy more clothes for school for the little ones and my oldest, because gosh, I feel like he's going to be 6 feet before I blink my eyes. And extracurricular activities, we need to start planning for those for the fall and winter. Yeah, and that's it. That is everything for like my budget worksheets and how I set up for the month. So I hope that wasn't too painful for you guys. Listen to my raspy voice in the early morning. And that is the monthly budget there. And I always use this notebook to help me out. So let me just move this to the side and let's write this out quickly. The tithe, we plan on giving $240 minimum. The emergency fund, we didn't plan for everything. I'm not even going to put anything there. I'm just going to leave it for now. I usually would put money towards the emergency fund, but we don't have it yet. So let's just see. Next month's bills, $1,800. We have to do that because we got to pay our bills. Cash expenses, $200. Investing, $200, so we can stay in line with our investment goal for the third quarter. Annual bills, $40, and the rent increase, $200 for the month, and our cushion, $120. Now our cash breakdown, basically, let me see, I have to turn this. So for me, I would get $50, and for my husband, $50. And then I didn't plan anything for the boys. I'll have to check and reallocate some of these. For laundry, $50. We need to make sure we have money aside to do the laundry. For household cash, $20, and miscellaneous, because there's always something that comes up, $10 aside for that, and challenges we'll do $20, because challenges are fun. And so I have a binder that I want to fill. If you saw, I had a new binder set up, Happy Meal video. I have these that I purchased. There's categories are abundance, blessings. We do have some household cash in here. Household. This is for anything related to the household that we need to buy, like, things that help keep the place clean, smelling good, looking good, decor. But then house cash is basically just emergencies. Like, that's a little mini emergency fund, and I want to get $100 in here. Our oops, which is basically miscellaneous, I hope to have at least $50 extra cash in here for anything that could come up. And then I have my envelope, the $50 goal here, just to have for myself. And then travel cash, anytime we're going away, whether it's a staycation or we're going far, I want to have some money in here. So at least let's start with $100. So what I plan to do is use my savings challenges to gradually save up the money to start filling this so I can have more money in there. So that's the breakdown. I will have to maybe reevaluate if I'm taking some money from myself and my husband so we can give our boys some cash, or even using the miscellaneous money. I'll figure that out though, because this is subject to change. Purpose funds, we don't have that allocated in our monthly budget, but again, if there's any extra income that comes in above this $2,800, then any extra income coming in, we'll put towards our purpose funds. I want to have a minimum of at least $300 going to them, because I like to make sure the most important funds get some love. So wellness needs $50. Wellness is like a medical expense fund, and that's for anything related to vitamins, supplements, chiropractor, therapy, all that sort of stuff to take care of yourself. Back to school is going to get $100 if and when we get the extra money for our rent insurance, because that's going to be due in November, and I like to save up to pay it in full. So $100. And Christmas, because Christmas will be here at the same time every year, and I want to make sure we reach our $1,300 goal, and that's $50. And our investing, we did plan for $200. So I think we're still focused on CVS. We're building our positions up there. Microsoft, and these are the ticker symbols, and then also Procter & Gamble. So I want to hopefully buy an additional share of each. I do have some dividends that are going to be received in the month of August, and they are automatically set to reinvest. So hopefully that will help us get at least one share of each of these three companies and build up our positions there. I can't believe, we're already in the second month of the third quarter, so I'm just super excited, and I hope that we will do well. So I'm remembering and focusing on the scripture from Jeremiah 29:11. I know the thoughts that I have towards you, and if you want to read that, you can, but this is what I want to be focused on every time I look at my budget. And zero-based budgets are simple. It's like the easiest way to plan out for your money, making sure your income matches your expenses. So we're going to give, and we won't stop giving just because the income is a little bit less. We're still going to give and make sure that every dollar has an assignment. Yep, and it does. So that is that. This is extra, you guys. So this might, subject to change, but we're believing for that. All right. Because everything couldn't fit with the 2,800, but we are paying all of our bills, we're investing, and we're keeping it simple. So that is our budget, and I'm going to go ahead and put You know what? I don't want to, because I'm actually recording this video on, today's July something. My phone is up there. I think today's July 27th. So I still have July's budget that has to be closed out, and I'll record the next video so you guys can see what's been going on with July. Thank you for coming to today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and comment down below. Are you ready for August, and what does August look like for you? Continue to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Bye for now.